It was a nice weather after a week. Streets are quiet, but not around the market. There were lots of cars. Fruit and vegetables seemed okay, fresh, but they are a little bit expensive, and I was shocked when I entered the market. I have never seen the aisles this empty, and it makes you feel different, like you wanna buy what is left. But I did stop myself with the help of my husband, thankfully, and didn't buy extras. This is the bus stop I usually use. I wanted to rest a little here because we bought an extra olive oil and vegetable oil and some other stuff. And after we were back home, I put my coat near to balcony to get the fresh air and kill the virus if I have any on my coat. For the dinner that night, I made this tandoor soup with all kinds of beans, very healthy and delicious. I have the recipe on my channel. It's an Ottoman recipe and just perfect for this time. And this is olive oil leek dish. You can eat this warm or cold, very healthy and delicious. Here my daughter was saying, what you gonna tell them? You just cooked what is left, and that's the truth. I just made up the menu according what I have that day. And this is the dessert that night we tried. It's a fried dough, very simple but kind of heavy, not a very light dessert. I have to try a couple of more times before I share with you. And this is what I did for the dinner next day. It was kind of a feast. It's a simple way of making a Turkish style mantı with pasta. Very delicious. I will share as soon as I can. And this is behind the scene of the filming the recipe. I messed up everything because I was rushing before the sunset. And it took me 1 more hour before I have my clean kitchen back and to enjoy our Turkish tea at night. Next morning before the breakfast, suddenly I decided to make this kaşık dökmesi recipe. It's a savory pancake and I shared with you. I got many nice comments and photos from you. You liked it. Make sure you try if you haven't yet. This is another recipe I made with spinach. It's also very healthy and delicious, very simple to make. I will share again in the upcoming episodes. We are out going to my father's house to help him pack. My mom and sister is already in Kastamonu city. They were going to stay only for 2 days, but after the situation they decided to stay longer. So my father is going there too. Yanımdan gel. Bak yapma şey. It's a nice weather to be outside and people are unfortunately staying out. I wasn't expected to see this much crowd on the streets. I had a long list from my mom what to bring, what to pack. And this man will take those for us to Kastamonu. Back home quickly I made a tarhana soup and had our lunch together and head to Fatih for the second stop.
Geldim. 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 Ne haber? Kıyamam sana.
This is my sister's cat. She's 18 years old. It's like 90 years with the age of human age, they say. And she will also go to Kastamonu with my father, and I will pack everything for my sister. It was a really hard work, but I was able to manage everything in a couple of hours. Later that night, I brought the cat back to my father, and without hugging or kissing him again, I just waved, sending him to his hometown in the next morning. Next day, after I had the news that he safely reached to Kastamonu city, I was able to get my mind again to kitchen, to work and cook. I had whole chicken in the fridge. I cut it in parts and used the legs and the drumstick. Had potatoes and carrots, some onion and garlic from my mom too. And the garlic is from Kastamonu city again, which we are famous for, and it is also good for immune system, they say. So I used lots of garlic in this recipe. Just cutting the potatoes and carrots in wedges. And same with the onions. For the seasonings, I add salt, black pepper, red pepper flakes, some paprika, and of course a red pepper paste. The paste is from Bursa city. The ladies I showed you on my recent vlog, they prepared in the village. It's really it makes a difference in taste when you are prepared than the pepper paste or tomato paste is prepared in the village side organically. Just mixing everything I didn't add too much water, just let's say half cup, and it is ready to go. Meanwhile, I'm making this bread, and in the previous episode I shared the recipe with you. I'm also making some sütlaç, rice pudding. I have the recipe again on the channel, you can check, and all these will go cook while the oven is hot. And here they are done. First nicely cooked chicken and potatoes, very delicious. My bread is in the oven right now, and also the sütlaç.
Devam ettiğini söylüyoruz. Tabii bunlara yeni yazarlar da eklenmiştir. Bu eğilimin realizmden etkilendiğini görüyoruz. Realizm.
It was getting colder in Istanbul, and I wanted to make a lentil soup with all the vegetables I had at hand, adding a chicken broth with the whole chicken's breast and bone part. All together made a perfect soup. I have the recipe on the channel, you can check. And this is the mint and butter sauce for my soup. I just blended the vegetable and lentil mixture and gonna pour it to this over the mint sauce.
Hem de ihtiyacı olan diğer ülkelere destek vereceğiz. Ve gelmiş olacak ve 1 milyona kadarları takip etmek yerine artık olasılıklara bakarak ön kesmeye çalışıyoruz. Dün itibariyle toplam test sayısı 21.345'ti. Yine dün itibariyle tanı sayısı 1236 olmuştu. Kaybettiğimiz hasta sayısı ise 30. Kaybettiğimiz 30 hastanın her biri ileri yaşlardaydı ve Covid-19'a eşlik eden başka bazı hastalıkları da bulunuyor.
24 saatte toplam 3952 test yapıldı diyor Sayın Koca. 343 yeni tanı var.
Geldik. Ellerimizi semaya, dillerimizi duaya, gönüllerimizi şefkat ve merhametine açtık. Peygamberlerin, mazlumların ve muhtaçların dualarını icabet ettiği gibi, şu anda yaptığımız dualarımızı kabul eyle Allah'ım. Bizleri umduklarımızdan nail, korktuklarımızdan emin Allah'ım. Bütün dünyayı kuşatan salgın hastalık arasında bizlere